Hi, Peggy Kraus for Erasing Diabetes. Did you know that if you get 6 or fewer hours of sleep a night, that you are more likely to eat 300 extra calories at your main meal the next day? That's 70,000 calories in a year, 10 pounds that year. So the connection between sleep and weight gain and sleep and diabetes is huge. So just going to give you a little bit of information, and then I'll give you some tips for how you can get better sleep, keep those glucose numbers down, and keep those numbers down from the scale. Okay, so when you are sleep deprived, your beta cells, which are responsible for making insulin, they are actually less sensitive to glucose spikes. And if they are less sensitive, they're not going to produce as much insulin, so that insulin can help the blood glucose get into the cell. So what you're doing is, by being sleep deprived, you're actually forcing your body into prediabetes. And of course, if you don't fix that pattern, the prediabetes can wind up to be type 2 diabetes. So one of the reasons behind that, I'm not saying that I know all the reasons behind that, but one of the reasons is because getting fewer than 8 hours of sleep a night on a regular basis, it interrupts the hormones that are involved in hunger and satiety. Okay, so sleep deprivation, it decreases leptin. Leptin is the satiety hormone. Leptin tells your body, it's a hormone that gives the body the message that you are satisfied and you can stop eating. And you do stop eating. But also sleep deprivation increases ghrelin, and ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So to wrap that up, if you are sleep deprived, you make less leptin and more ghrelin. And the outcome of that is that you eat more. You're not satisfied, you're hungrier, you eat more. Okay. Here are some strategies to overcome that. Okay, we're not all great sleepers. And getting 8 hours of sleep at night that's hard. Okay, if you've got a real life, it's difficult. And even if you go to bed on time, who's to say that you're not going to wake up in the middle of the night and start thinking about your checkbook, about your job, about 1,000 things? So here are some strategies. Okay. First of all, no food 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Okay. Finish dinner by 7, go to bed by 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. The longer that you have between finishing dinner and going to bed will give your body a chance to produce the melatonin that it needs to send yourself into sleep, into a good night's sleep. Okay, so the melatonin sort of starts being produced in your body right when in the later afternoon, when the sun starts going down. So allowing your body to produce that melatonin will give you a better night's sleep. And also a better night's sleep will lower your blood glucose. Another thing is that you can keep the lights inside your house dim. Starting 4, 5, certainly by 6 o'clock, start lowering those lights. You see how I have the lights here in my room? They're sort of dim. That's the way I want you to have them. Because dimming the lights, similar to the food, dimming the lights helps to increase the melatonin in your body, which improves your sleep quality and decreases blood glucose. Same as blue light. Being on your phone, being on the computer, those things decrease the melatonin in your body. Okay. No alcohol, no caffeine, no marijuana. those things interfere with REM sleep and deep sleep, restful sleep. Okay? So try, if you have to, try to maybe have those things earlier. Cut them in half. Better off not to have them at all. Okay? Here's an interesting one. Nature walks. You know, sometimes if you live in the city, maybe it's not so possible, but go outside, go for a walk. As little as 2 to 3 times in a week, it actually lowers the cortisol level at night, which makes for a better night's sleep. And again, a better night's sleep makes for lower blood glucose. So I hope that these tips will improve your sleep, improve your blood glucose. And what I would like you to do is go ahead and click the link at the bottom of the screen. You can get my tips for intermittent fasting. While intermittent fasting doesn't have a direct effect on sleep, intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity. Insulin sensitivity can improve sleep, and that can improve blood glucose. You can click my subscribe button here on the YouTube channel. And that's all for today. Have a great night's sleep.